The fork clattered to the floor, sharp and metallic. Then silence swallowed the room. My son froze. His small hand hovered in the air, trembling, eyes wide and wet. The mark of my father-in-law's fingers glowed red on his wrist. "No manners," the old man barked, pride dripping from his voice. "Just like your father." Laughter erupted around the table, a chorus of casual cruelty masquerading as family tradition. I watched my boy search for safety, finding none. My wife turned away. Her mother hid behind a nervous sip of water. The others pretended nothing had happened. Something shifted inside me, a calm that wasn't peace, a stillness that wasn't forgiveness. I rose slowly, chair legs scraping the marble floor with deliberate, unforgiving rhythm. "If respect," I said, my voice low, "means watching you strike my child, then I've misunderstood what this family calls love." He smirked, but I saw it. The flicker of doubt, the realization that I wasn't playing the part he'd scripted for me. I pushed my plate away. The sound echoed louder than his voice ever could. That was the moment I stopped being their son-in-law and became something else entirely. The laughter that night followed me home. Not the sound itself, but what it carried beneath. Mockery, dismissal, the belief that my silence equaled obedience. They had always seen me as an outsider, the man who married their daughter but would never belong. Too quiet, too restrained, too unwilling to kneel. But what they mistook for weakness was patience. I watched my wife tuck our son into bed. She avoided my gaze, lips moving mechanically, whispering a bedtime prayer as if it could erase the day. When she turned to leave, I asked, "Did you know he was going to do that?" She froze, and in her silence, I found my answer. "It's his way," she whispered finally. "He means well. He just expects discipline." "Discipline?" I said. "You call hitting a child at dinner discipline?" She looked down. "It's how I was raised." There it was, the root of it all. The cycle passed from one generation to the next, disguised as tradition. She went to bed. I stayed awake, replaying the moment over and over until it transformed into something else. A plan. Over the next few days, I observed quietly. My father-in-law loved to talk, especially when drunk. He bragged about keeping his family in line, how discipline built character. People laughed, no one challenged him. But I noticed patterns, his fear of public embarrassment, his obsession with respect, his need to control every story in the room. He wasn't strong. He was fragile. Every tyrant is. I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I played the role he expected. Silent husband, obedient listener. But while he spoke, I listened deeper to his insecurities, dependencies, pride. He thrived on dominance. So I decided to take it away. It began small. I withdrew from family dinners, declined invitations politely, ignored his calls. He started asking questions. Is he upset? Did I offend him? People like him fear irrelevance more than death. 2 weeks later, I sent an invitation. Dinner in my home, my table. He arrived, smug authority plastered across his face, until he saw the empty seats. No wife, no grandchildren. Just him and me. They couldn't make it? I said, "No, they didn't want to." His smile faltered. "Excuse me?" I poured wine and let the silence settle between us. "You taught her well," I said. "Obedience, fear, silence." She almost passed it to our son. Almost. His jaw tightened. "Watch your tone." "I am watching," I said. "Watching you realize what you've lost." He shifted, confused. "Lost? What are you talking about?" I leaned forward, voice cold and slow. "I've moved them out. New home, new number. No contact. You won't see them again." His face drained the color. "You can't do that." "I just did." He slammed his hand on the table, a hollow sound. "You think you're protecting them? You're destroying the family." "No," I said quietly. "I'm ending your version of it." That was the last time I saw him. He called for weeks, then stopped. His daughter didn't answer. His grandson forgot his voice. The silence he had forced on everyone else finally found him. Some nights, I still hear the fork at the floor in my dreams. But now I let it. That sound became my awakening. People say revenge is fire. They're wrong. It's ice burning slower. Respect doesn't come from silence. It begins the moment you break it.